Hey everybody, the lecture hall doors are open. Class is about to begin. File on in, find your seat. Professor Angel is here. The students, me, Matt, that cat, we're all here. The chat is full. 15% of the super chat donations go to attendanceworks.org. We're getting into this week's Days of Our Lives. Hi everybody.
We sure are.
How's it going?
We got sound, Matt? I didn't ask you.
Yeah. Okay, I looked at that before we got started.
Okay.
You know, I'm a consummate professional, is what I am. You know, we are on time. This is not 24 minutes late this week at all.
Well, you know what? If how long do you have to wait for the professor before class is just, not happening and you get to leave?
15 minutes.
15 minutes. Yeah, I think we were 9 minutes over that, but the professor was here, kind of. Yeah.
You know, she was here. She just had to go back for her notes and then come back to class. It was a debacle. It was a debacle. But I'm happy to blame Angela because, you know, she's on the channel the least, so it's all her fault.
I'll take the blame. It's okay.
It's all right.
Hey, Susan. Susan's here. Susan's in class. Susan checked in. Hi, Susan.
Hey, Susan.
You know, big week. Big, long, emotional week. A deep dive into how these people think, how they feel, how they relate to each other, and the greater ramifications going forward. It was character-driven week, not a plot-driven week. I mean, a little bit, but very much about how the people think, feel, and react to the news that have come across their faces.
Lots of revelations, lots of emotion this week. This week for Soap Opera News, our performer of the week was the cast of Days of Our Lives.
The entire cast?
Yes, we did a special recognition to Wally Kurth, Robert Scott Wilson, Paul Telfer, Nadia Dorlin. Her name's hard to pronounce.
And who's that person? Who's Nadia?
And Godfrey. She's Chloe.
Okay.
So it was a special note to Justin, Alex, Chloe, Xander, Sarah, and Sunny. Because their scenes were all phenomenal. And they were so good.
And
the
you
emotion.
Just couldn't pick one.
We couldn't.
No.
We could not.
No. Now, if only one of those was wearing the best outfit of the week, too, Days of Our Lives just could have swept.
Could have swept the whole thing.
Hey, Jeannie. Jeannie's here. Good morning, Jeannie. Look what happens when we're half an hour later than 9 a.m. I'm more awake. I've got more energy. I'm bouncing off of the walls.
Yeah, can you, drift some of that energy to me? I'm quite low, I tell you.
You want to wouldn't that be cool? Like if we could set up this fun little pass where you have a cup, you know?
Yes.
Yes, that would
be
so
cool. Fun. We got to think about this.
Like lift it above your head, Matt, and I'll grab it. Here you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
We also got to get 6 more people on here so we can just Brady Bunch it. Just.
Yes.
That's funny.
It's funny because over on Twitter, follow us on Twitter at 10th Floor GH or Soap Opera News with 2 S's at the end, or Angela's, which is like Brooklyn something. I don't remember.
Brooklyn 74.
But but also strangely like Brooklyn the character, but not because of Brooklyn the character.
I will tell you the story of how I got that username. I've used it since the beginning of the internet with my use early on when I needed a username. My middle name is Brooke. My best friend from 6th grade's middle name is Lynn. And it used to be a secret code we had, which was the stupidest secret code in the entire universe.
What Brooklyn is what we are.
Right. And it wasn't even like we were trying to do New York because I was from Boston, so I hated New Yorkers, but whatever. And then 74 is the year I was born. So it was just the first thing that came to mind. And it's just been my username for everything
I made the assumption that you're really from New York and that you were born in 74. That's what I got at. So yep. I was right about the 74.
Yep. Nope. But it's also not spelled like Brooklyn, the borough.
No, it was spelled like
Brooke.
Follow us all on Twitter. X, whatever it is that you want to call it. Because I talked about Christopher Knight, and so I didn't mean to have the Brady Bunch reference in the Days of Our Lives talk, but I did tweet about Peter Brady this week. I said he should come on to General Hospital to play Mason's dentist. Anyway.
Mason's dentist.
Tells him just to switch to sugar-free lollipops.
Because all he does is suck on the suckers. Like, that's his introduction to the scenes. Now, anyway, that's a different show.
I think we need Mason Shrink to talk about his oral fixation.
Maybe he needs to go on a date with Brad. Jeannie's middle name is Lynn, so there we go. Everybody's just connected in the grand circle of Brooks and Lynn's. And if you were born in, like the year that my mom was, you're destined to have the middle name of Anne. It's like an entire generation. An entire
Anne
generation.
Linda Marie, everybody.
My mother was Anne.
That was the first name?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my girls
is finally here. We can get started.
Bronte Emily. So we got it all. Hi, Jacarius.
Oh boy.
Everybody.
Kaiwan also wants to know if we're going to talk about Sammy.
Always ever hopeful.
Kaiwan.
Ever hopeful.
I promise you, Kaiwan, once Sammy's on the show, we will talk about it to death.
Kaiwan, she I believe on Friday, her next Allison Sweeney's next Hannah Swenson movie premieres on Hallmark. I'm going to try to do an interview with her and one with Cameron Matheson about that series. So I got my press credentials for Hallmark, so I'm going to try to get some interviews with their people.
We'll see what that happens. So stay tuned to the websites, wherever they wind up. That'll be fun.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I know Kaiwan is very jealous right now.
Well, we'll get you an exclusive look at how that interview went, Kaiwan, once all of it's available. Bridget's here as well. Hey, Bridget. Everybody's joining us finally. Finally. It's because we're here. They can't join the chat when the chat is not open, right?
Yes.
Anyway,
Yeah.
God, I think we've stalled long enough. We can get into it. Is Dimitri going to die?
What shall we talk about first, you guys?
This is it. Dimitri's dead. Just no more. He's going to get shot in the back. He's moving on. We're going to thank him for the drama, for the gay love.
He's not dead. We already know he's not dead because the promo came out.
Well, what I like being is wrong, okay? And I would like you to let me be.
Okay, just sit there in your wrongness and be wrong. I'm sorry.
He's dead. And I'm sorry to bring this news to everybody watching the the podcast today. But any preview that you saw where Dimitri's alive is a lie. False trailer.
Maybe it was just
going to have to repeat this class next semester.
Is it just a little flesh wound, I guess, then?
No, I think she got him pretty good because looks like he's in the hospital for a while, but I think he's going to be okay.
He's going to need a kidney, and the only person that's a match is Leo. Boy. We're connected forever now. You see, you've got my kidney.
I am not a bit surprised that Leo's favorite pie is banana.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't even think about that. Wow.
Oh my god. Yeah. Leo is like fantasy gay. Like such a hyper realistic version that it becomes fake. What a caricature sometimes. Banana.
Yes.
My goodness.
Yes. He is. Yes, that he's very much a character.
The thing I love about Leo though is that, he can be devious and he can be an absolute little bitch, like real bitchy and, lady whistleblower. But at his heart, he's not a bad guy.
No.
Like he didn't want Dimitri to kill Gabby and Stefan.
No.
And he truly does love Gwen.
Mm-hmm.
And felt really bad about deceiving her.
But the NP is just too magical.
Exactly.
Matthew Perry just cannot be resisted.
Who among us is all I'm saying. Who among us?
I don't know. Maybe Jeannie. Maybe Jeannie doesn't like him. What do you think, Jeannie? Dimitri knocks on the door. He's got a $20 million check in hand. His only requirement is that you just ignore the fact that he doesn't sleep in your bedroom. Is it a yes or is it a no?
And I saw a highlight of next week where Gwen knocks the piss out of him.
Oh, yeah.
I think that he should pay her some money.
Right out of his mouth.
He should pay her some money and she should go
the
skip
taste
away.
of her husband right out of his mouth.
Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, my gosh. And so, then are we going to give the performer of the week to Leo next week or anything?
I don't know.
Are we
We're
going to
going
look
to have to
forward
see, aren't we?
to his heartfelt and tear-filled confession and apology? I don't know. Can that actor bring it when it comes to like heavy drama, or does it just become okay?
He can.
Okay, because
He was on Young and the Restless as well, and yeah, Greg can bring it.
Yeah, because
And
all I've
his
seen is
character
just this.
is night and day to Leo.
Oh yeah.
Young and the Restless.
Yep.
Kaiwan says, I think I liked the character on the show better when he's on Young and the Restless. So I think that he means that he prefers when Leo was on YNR.
Or
so.
Kevin.
Yeah.
Prefers Kevin to Leo.
So, hey, a daytime legend.
Leo is a lot more fun than Kevin.
I think Leo's a blast.
Maybe that was a requirement. He was like, all right, if you want me to join your show, I can't do anything like I did on YNR. Okay, you have to open it up. I've got to be silly. I've got to lean into the camp that is Days of Our Lives. Oh, gosh. Okay, so I guess moving forward then, we have more fun Dimitri versus the Damaras.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a gun pulled. There was a shooting.
Yep.
Stefan and Gabby aren't going to be happy about this.
Nope.
They're going to try to smother him. They're going to find Dimitri face down in his hotel bed with a knife.
Yeah. There was lots of gun pulling this week, huh?
Well, of course, it's Days.
No, it's just, how it goes with that family.
Well, I mean, it's like they picked Gun Week, because it was like the second or third week that I was watching, I think just before we started doing the podcast, or just as we started doing the podcast. Brady pulled a gun out on Kristen, and
yes, I remember that.
Wendy or somebody pulled a gun out on Lee. Just all kinds of just different guns came into play.
Gabby pulled the gun on Lee.
Well, there you go.
Yes. But on Friday, Days of Our Lives have to use all 3 of their prop guns for one episode.
And then they had also had to make sure that they scheduled production enough so they didn't have to use the guns at the same time, and they were able to share amongst the various actors. Is one of them made of just solid chrome? Is that one of the guns? Solid chrome.
That was the one that I think that was the one Vivian had.
Ah, yes, that's right.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a soap staple. I mean, no matter what soap opera you're on, you have to have a solid chrome gun.
Oh yeah. Jason's gun that now is Dex's gun on General Hospital.
You have to be able to see your own reflection.
Yes.
The own fear in your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
As somebody pulls the trigger. There we go. Carly and Sunny running off together again. Happens every time. Just can't keep those two away from each other.
Why are you throwing down like this, Matt?
It's just
on the Lord's Day. You're choosing violence.
It happened. It's also like it's also the Archangel's weekend and everything, and we just had a big feast for Gabriel, and here I am just speaking blasphemy.
Yes, you are. You forget that in 20 short days we'll be in the same place, and my memory is long. Like Carly, I've been known to hold a grudge.
Well, also know this, Angela. This has been recorded in live broadcast. So if anything happens to me, you're going to get the first question.
Yeah, it's true.
Well,
3 weeks.
Yeah.
Speaking of Carly.
3 weeks until Day of Days.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be there. We're going to take pictures and videos as much as we can and share as much as they let us.
So excited.
I don't know the rules.
Well, I put in for our press passes.
And we're gonna potentially have a press pass and be able to talk to somebody official. I don't know how these things work. Angela's really gonna have to help us.
Yes, I'll help you out. Don't worry.
Yeah. You know what this means though? That means we'll be able to be like, hey, Emmys, guess what? We already did press for Days, so you can let us do press for the red carpet, and then we can do that too, Mom.
Yes.
And you, Angela. I don't know how all that works.
I want to do that so bad.
We'll figure it out though.
Yes.
But in order for that to happen, though, these schools really need your money. So send the super chat so we can do 15% of that to attendanceworks.org, because I at least am unwilling to continue to podcast unless kids are in school. So long as there's
But
one
we certainly
child,
don't want them listening to this.
so long as
We
there is
need them
one
busy.
child in class, we will podcast. But in order to make sure that that is a guarantee, please donate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But we can talk about everybody's favorite subject of the week though, which is Ava and Harris.
Ugh, love Ava and Harris.
And Edmund and Susan.
Finally got them on a bed together. Sadly, they're unconscious, but hey, it's progress.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
We're slowly
Man, oh
inching
man. I was, well, I shouldn't be surprised. It is Days of Our Lives. And you know what's so funny too, saying that? I don't know. 3 or 4 times I heard this week. Well, it is Salem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People coming back to life isn't. Yeah.
They're almost aware. They're almost aware that they're in a soap opera.
Yes.
Almost.
Yeah.
That's why they like
Yeah.
Home and Heart so much. It's like it's familiar TV. It's like this is like a documentary into our lives. I actually miss that group of characters. You know, they've you know, I haven't seen much of, you know, the Lees and the Wendy's. I mean, Wendy and Trip were on this week, but you know, Lee and Melinda.
Well, Lee and Melinda had scenes this week.
I missed it.
They did. They did.
Yeah.
They
I
had
missed
scenes.
them. Oh my
Yes.
God.
Hold on one
Melinda,
second. Jeannie had a question. I'm not sure. They have not announced if it's going to be live streamed again, but I would assume that it is.
I think
Because they did it
Talking
last
Days.
year, so I would assume that they're going to live stream it again, but they have not yet announced.
Day for Days, I think we're
for
talking.
Days. Oh, well, they might as well. It's a free event. Might as well. Why
Mhm.
wouldn't they, right?
They did last year, so they live streamed it on Facebook.
Well, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Well, Jeannie, maybe you can again. Not this time.
I was going to say,
Maybe
Jeannie,
next time.
I'm coming from Boston.
I'm
Our
co-
editor's coming from Jamaica.
I'm coming all the way from Van Nuys, okay? You'll have no idea how far away that is.
All right, listen. Or impossible.
You know, I'm going to have to hop in a whole Uber, okay? It's a challenge.
Okay, so Melinda and Lee.
Melinda and Lee. Yeah, tell me what happened. I totally missed it then.
So Paulina showed up at Melinda's office
a
to
whole
fire.
group of characters that I missed, that I was just
Yep.
talking about.
She wanted to fire her as
Yes.
DA because Paulina is mayor now.
I'm just kinda waiting to
And
be here.
Melinda begged her not to. Melinda begged her not to fire her and told her that she could get her a high profile conviction. Lee. And then she called Lee and invited him out to dinner
Mm.
to try to, you know, sweeten him up. But Lee turned the tables on her and played a recording of her from her office saying that she was going to take him down.
Yep.
And she was like, "Where did you get this?" And he went, "Remember that cute little teddy bear I gave you when I came to your office last week? And you had sex on your desk. And I told you that the teddy bear would tickle you when I'm not around. Are you tickled now?" Teddy bear had a
And then they did it.
nope. He dumped her. He said, and you know, she was sad, and he was like, "Why do you care? You don't care about me any more than I care about you." Which,
Lies.
of course, they actually do like each other.
Like each
so
other so
this
much.
is not
They
the
do.
They love
last
each
they
other
have
so
seen
much
of
they don't know
this.
what to do. It's
Right.
bursting from their hearts.
Right. And then she went back to her office and took a judge's gavel to that teddy bear.
Yep.
Because Paulina showed up at the end of her dinner and fired her since she didn't get the good Lee.
Yep.
And then
Oh,
Sloan
goodness.
showed up in her office and offered her the job as her and Eric's adoption attorney. Because her and Eric moved in together this week.
Oh my God.
And they're moving forward on their adoption.
Yes, they are.
Mm.
And that's
So they
beautiful
want-
to see.
Yes. And since
Except
Belle
Sloan,
is
isn't Sloan
so...
leaving though? See, that's the
No.
problem with Days. Is
Sloan
everybody's
is not leaving. No, she's not. She's still filming.
Oh,
That was a
okay.
rumor.
See, people see, and that's another problem with Days is there's also a lot of rumors out there
I
that
don't
people just
like
believe
her
are true.
with Eric.
I don't think she'll stay with Eric. He's going to find out what she did.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so too.
But he's still
So-
going to go through with the adoption though, because he's like, I just want a kid, okay?
Well, I think that, you know, he's going to end up adopting his own baby.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Like on accident?
I think she's going to steal Nicole's kid.
You think she's got? Oh,
I think
I,
she's going to steal Nicole's kid and fake that as the adoption.
I
Yes.
don't mean to roll my eyes, but they're just stealing kids on soaps now. I know it's a common thing. I know it's gonna happen forever, but I just always
Yes.
roll my eyes at this point.
Yeah.
wow.
Baby napping. Well, hey, we'll see if that happens. I mean, it sounds like a logical path forward, and then Eric will find out, and he's going to be upset and unhappy. He's going to be like, "You get out of here! I hate you!" And she's going to be like, "Right?"
Yeah.
I don't like them together. Honestly, I just don't see a lot of chemistry there.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Wow, chemistry's almost a swear word, Mom.
I don't see a
Well,
whole lot.
chemistry is subjective. There are a lot of people who like them. You know,
Mhm.
I'm torn because I like Nicole and Eric, but I also like Nicole and EJ. So I'm like,
Well, Nicole's just so good that, she's just great with
yes,
everybody, right? You can stick her with
yes.
anybody. Stick her with Roman, and people will be like, "Yeah." She'll convince him to leave Brady's pub.
Oh,
She already had
goodness.
her old man marriage when she was married to Victor.
Well,
Yeah.
everybody was married to Victor. That doesn't count.
It does seem like everybody was married to Victor. It does seem that way. At some point.
If only Victor and if only Days of Our Lives was an ABC soap, because Victor and Erica could have gotten married at some point. That would have been great.
I have to hop off for just a second, guys, because he's not going to stop us. So give me just a second. You guys chat without me.
Sure.
Okay.
I have no idea what she's referring to. Maybe a dog, maybe a
I heard a
child.
doggy.
But whatever it is, I'm cool with it.
I heard
So-
a little like a little dog.
Yeah, yeah. Mom, what did you think of that letter? That letter that was written, and then like Wally Kurth on Monday, and that whole revelation of Alex not really being his, and all of that stuff. And isn't he just a joy?
He is really good on that show.
Can Wally
Really?
Kurth get nominated for Best Actor twice, like as Eddie and also as Justin?
That would be interesting, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't that be something? We'll have to ask Angela if there's a precedence for something like that. But
I would think that would not happen.
I don't know. What if it's so good though? They're like, we can't.
Yeah.
He's so good. He's technically played these two different characters.
I thought the best scene that I've seen him as Justin is when he just cried and kind of collapsed into Maggie.
Just
know?
so what a moment. I really hope that Alex can still be his kid.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious me.
Well, Alex would still like to be his kid, that's for sure.
Yeah,
But
right?
I think though Alex is going to wind up doing something underhanded, even though he doesn't seem like it at first, and he's like, got Maggie's back and everything. I think his gears are going to be turning.
He's going to
for
see a
something.
thing, a something, an opportunity there while running Titan that he just can't pass that's going to F with somebody.
Yep.
Yeah. Maggie's going to be disappointed.
Yep.
And he's going to be like, well, what did you expect? I'm Victor's kid.
Yeah. I'm a Kariakis.
Because that's what he does, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I
like,
thought Wally did a great job.
yeah, it was like really good for him. And then the Alex character, it's like it's got a little promotion on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Because before he was just annoying that one person. I don't even remember that guy's name. We haven't seen him in so long, or at least I haven't seen him and paid attention to who he was in so long.
For a long time, I thought he was just that goofy guy that lived across the hallway that wouldn't leave those other two alone.
Yeah, but as a matter of fact, he's this high-powered, really important Kyriakis and has been the entire time. But yeah, I didn't expect a progression like this for his character from where he started. Because he was just that annoying guy, that F boy, if you will, from across the hall, just wouldn't leave the girl alone.
Yes.
And now here he is with so much. Edmund Crumb, what about him? Jukarius, we'll get there. Oh, goodness. So, yeah, I didn't expect this progression for Alex. And so, I don't know. Interesting stuff. We'll see how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder if he and Teresa will continue their little rendezvous.
Oh, I think so, because I think Teresa's going to be a perfect bad
Influence.
influence on him.
Yes.
Perfectly bad influence.
Yeah, that's probably exactly what's going to be then. It's just going to be her going, this, that, or the other thing. Why? Because she's the one that put the letter in there. And it's not really Alex. And it's Justin.
Well, she might have messed with something.
I mean, the show gave themselves the opportunity to.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be Justin. I think if anybody else, it'll be Xander.
Xander, huh? I do,
but I still think Alex is the better story.
We were just speculating before and such that it would be more satisfying, or it would be satisfying for the people, I guess, our guess, if Justin were to be Victor's kid, just because, I don't know, they got along, they liked each other, good relationship. I don't know. I might be making stuff up. You seem really unconvinced.
Yeah, I don't think there's any chance in hell that it's Justin. I don't.
But it's days. Anything can happen.
True. It is. That is true. I just don't think it's going to happen.
Well, okay. What layer of hell? Because that matters,
Real deep down in there.
We were saying that Alex, at first, of course, he's shocked by all of it. And at first he seems like, he's not going to do anything crappy, but I think he will. And perhaps that Teresa, when she gets back in town, she will be the perfect bad example.
Or influence. Use your Titan powers for evil, Alex. Manipulate these lives and take their money. You know that apartment complex you moved into? Close it. Everyone must live on the street. Wouldn't that be interesting? Everybody has to move into a tent in Salem Square.
Oh, jeez.
That would be fun. And then they could call it like the bottle season, where they don't have to use a bunch of different sets because everything is just happening right there.
Don't give them any ideas.
It's going to be a great way to cut costs. I'm actually, Mr. Days of Our Lives, whoever you are. I don't remember your name.
I'm keeping you away from Ron at the Day of Days.
Ron,
I'm not letting you hear him.
Mr. Ron, I would like you to talk to me about employment. Because I've got an idea for you. Oh gosh. But the only people that get to keep their house are John and Marlena, because they have to be able to feed each other strawberries in peace and privacy. I guess that's a thing.
It is a thing with them.
Strawberries. They're going to be 90 and they're going to do one of those things.
Yeah.
And I can't wait.
They're always bringing them to bed with them.
It's their thing. It's what they like.
Talking about eating them off of each other.
So they killed off Ava and Harris.
No.
I saw them die.
No, they just taking a nice deep nap, right?
I saw
They
them
drugged them.
die. Okay.
You didn't see them die because they were breathing, and you could see them breathing.
When you pass out like that.
They put them on the bed in Susan's room, and she was like, "Edmund, what are you doing?" And he has her chained up in there.
Yeah, he does, and it was funny. I didn't anticipate that, when he said, "Well, I have Susan."
Yeah.
What I flashed on when it made me, just because of the way he looks kind of creepy. It made me think of, like, Silence of the Lamb, put the lotion on.
Puts the lotion on the skin or gets the hose again.
Yes.
So from what I've seen from pictures of Edmund from years ago to what he looks like now, it seems as though there's been a significant change.
Well, I mean, it's been 25 years.
Yeah, he used to be like all young and not.
He was on the show anymore. 25 years ago?
Oh, yes. He hasn't been seen in literally 25 years.
Yes.
This character.
Him and Susan were married 25 years ago.
Oh.
And now he has her. And this is why we need the podcast. This is why we need the podcast, because this is what they do. Because it's not like over there on that other land, over in that other channel, where they're like, you got a new face, forget the history. This one, it's like, remember the history? We're going to pull from just the darkest corners.
Yes.
Wow. 25 years.
And now he's got Susan. He's had Susan this whole time. It's like he scraped her off the side of the road and ushered her into his house. Was he stalking her? How did he know?
Hard to say, but it'll unfold, I'm sure.
And so does Susan have a history of this ESP clairvoyant kind of thing?
Yeah, okay. Susan has always been, psychic and
Okay.
Yeah.
But why now? Because she's unpredictable.
Yeah.
Well, now because she wants to be found now.
Well, I loved the EJ and Nicole thing when, she was like, well, he's like, my mother would have sent me a message. Mm-hmm. And then the lights go out. And she's like, he's like, nope, she's not that subtle. It would have been something much bigger.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah. Like an E in pastry crumbs.
Yes.
It's too good. It really is too good. Like when they hit it good. And
it's just delicious fun.
This was a home run week for Days of Our Lives, just in every corner and every aspect.
And I'm sorry, seeing Steve Burton have to play finding a clue in the crumbs of a scone and convincing another character that it's true and have that character rolling their eyes like he's the crazy one was just chef's kiss.
I mean, you talked to him recently. He's had to have been having just the most fun.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he's having a blast.
I mean, right? I mean, how could you not have a good time playing that stuff? Unless you take it too seriously.
Well, he likes to play the action stuff. He likes the mob stuff. He likes the guns, the shootout, the hero.
More physical stuff.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't get to do that all the time. Okay?
Nope. He does not.
If he wanted that, he should have become an action movie star. And not an action daytime star.
He tried. And he's still trying, I think.
Well, what does freaking Ezra Miller have that Steve Burton doesn't? Dark hair, ethnic ambiguity. He's literally crazy. I guess that's yes. Rewarded in Hollywood. I don't know. What Point Break? We could have put him in Point Break instead of Patrick Swayze.
Absolutely not.
No? Oh, you wanted Patrick Swayze in Point Break.
Point Break with Patrick Swayze and Keanu Reeves is one of my favorite guilty pleasures. My God, this movie is horrible movies. I can never turn it off. I freaking love it.
I will never touch it again.
Get it when he comes back in. He's not coming back in.
What's his name? Johnny Utah or something?
You have to go down.
Oh, goodness
Can't
gracious.
live in a cage, man. Oh, God, I love that movie. Now I'm going to have to watch that movie after this. Thanks, Matt.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Like, how many times have you watched that?
A bazillion times.
Okay.
Can't even tell you. I probably still have it on VHS. I have the DVD. I own it on Amazon Prime.
Wow, you really do enjoy it.
I love that movie.
Okay, well, all right. Okay, well, late
love
night tonight. Point Break someday.
Love it.
Oh, goodness. I thought Roger loved Susan. I don't know. Maybe a lot of people love Susan.
Yeah, I mean, Roger did love Susan, but we haven't seen. Jacarius, a scone is those English biscuit type things that they were eating.
Yes.
They're almost like a biscuit, like a
flaky sweet biscuit.
They're not even really flaky. They're kind of, I don't know. It's almost like a.
Yeah, they're not that flaky.
Like,
they're real dense.
When you make what is it called?
I'll just run through stuff. Pancakes, biscuits,
cookies,
cake,
no. It's a dinner thing that you put the
pot pie.
No, you put the dough into, but you put like the biscuits into the like a soup. I can't remember.
A casserole.
Yes, it's like dumplings if they were like cooked and not put in the sauce.
Okay.
It's like that kind of thing, like a Bisquick biscuit, but they have like sometimes fruit, blueberry, different fruits or flavorings and stuff. I love scones. I lived in England for a while. I love scones.
You can get a vanilla scone.
They're dry. Yes, I do get them from Starbucks all the time.
Jacarius
I
now
make them myself.
remembers. He ate a scone for the second time yesterday, and I hope you liked it, Jacarius.
Yes.
Jacarius, I need you to help me out with this statement here, because you say here, I don't like Harris, but you want Jason back on GH. I need you to tell me what the difference is between Harris Michaels and Jason Morgan, and let me know.
Harris has tattoos.
Well, so is Jason very soon.
Nope. I was going to say, right? Yeah. Yes, but not as of yet. Harris was a Navy SEAL. Jason's twin brother was a Navy SEAL.
Okay.
So there's a difference.
Let's see. Let's carry the one.
I'm sure there's more.
He's got different parents. He's got his full memory.
Yes. Harris was brainwashed. Jason lost his memory, and
they both own the same gun.
Harris speaks more than Jason does.
Well,
yeah, he does, but he doesn't really smile more than Jason does. Not really.
Jason did a whole lot of talking. But this most recent time, he did a whole lot of talking, more so than Steve Burton wanted.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember going to one of the Stone Cold and Jackal shows, and he's like, Jason cries. What? Why is this in the script? Jason doesn't cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, I come back. I'm not shooting anybody anymore. I'm having scenes with Monica. I'm having scenes with Sam. I'm just talking. I'm telling the truth to Carly. Just nothing but words coming out of this man's mouth. It's like he missed everybody so much being gone. And I'm like,
he did not like it. So last time about how he feels about his character having to find a clue in the crumbs of a scone.
Yeah.
It is true that he didn't have complimentary things to say about the toxic spheres.
The toxic balls.
Hospital. Well, it was mostly because he didn't want to continue to say this phrase toxic balls. And he was like, come on, guys, you have to find another way to rephrase this. We can't have every character for the next month worried about
Jacarius, I'm a Jason fan as well. My big ship, my number one all-time soap opera ship is Jason and Carly. I am more of a Carly fan. You know, I'm a Carly fan first. She is my all-time favorite soap character, but I am a Jason and Carly fan. So therefore I have to be a fan of Jason as well.
I'm a fan of Jason too.
And so.
And I don't hate him on Days of Our Lives. I don't
either. I'm really enjoying Harris, and I love Ava. And it's funny because Tamara was my least favorite Carly.
And
really?
Your favorite
Love
Ava.
her as Ava. Love her as Ava.
Oh.
Yeah. She was my least favorite Carly, and I'm counting Jennifer Bransford in there, the one who was in between her and Laura Wright.
Yeah.
The one that Maurice Bernard loved the most.
She just didn't do it for me as Carly. It wasn't that she wasn't a good actress. She is. She just didn't portray my Carly like
I think that fans of shows are familiar with those feelings. You know, we recently had that over on the GH side of things. Days of Our Lives comes through and casts and recasts and uses this actor for this character, that character, and that character again. I'm sure there's all kinds of relatable feelings in there when it comes to this person just doesn't work for me.
Right. I was still a Carly fan first, even when she was Carly, but she just wasn't my favorite Carly. But I love her as Ava. And Jacarius, I saw your comment, and we are now enemies.
Oh boy!
Just kidding. I'm kidding. We can all like what we like.
He likes J-Sam, but you know what? You have to like a Hava or Avis.
Yes.
Avis?
Love them.
Is it Avis?
Love them.
Avis?
We're calling them Hava.
Hava.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like Avis because then you get that cross brand with the car rental place.
We don't want it with the car rent. We don't want a cross brand with the car rental
What
place.
if they give you money?
I like it. Oh. I like the Hava.
Yeah.
Hava. It's almost like Haven.
Yes.
And almost like Havana. It's so fun and exotic. So Brady and Teresa are going to go pick up their swords kid. So is he going to be like 17?
Yeah, because he's still in high school.
17.
Yeah, he's a teenager. He's still in high school. He got expelled. So
and he's a rebel. He's a rebel. What did he get expelled for? I don't remember.
They didn't say.
Oh, we're gonna find out then.
Yes.
Do you think it's violent?
Apparently, the headmaster called Brady.
Headmaster.
Tell him that he was expelled.
Hold on.
Because he couldn't get in touch with Teresa, but wouldn't tell Brady what the kid did. I don't understand that, but
So headmaster. So this is a private school. This isn't.
Yes, of
He didn't
course it
go
is.
to Alvarado Niles Elementary School or anything like that.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No,
He's in like a boarding school.
Oh boy! All right, so he's been thrown out. What do you think it is? What's our theories here? Do you know, and you have to lie and say you don't?
I actually have no idea.
Okay,
No idea
so
what's
do you think it's violent? Do you think it's because he was like getting a BJ in the hallway? Do you think it was like because he was selling drugs?
It could have been. I don't think it's going to be anything like drugs or anything. I could see that it being fighting or maybe sneaking
Maybe
off to see a girl breaking.
Some kind of internet thing that he's done.
Could be an internet thing. Could have been using AI to do his homework. Yeah.
What if he what if they like pulled something from like the Breakfast Club and he like did somebody in the locker room and like hit him with a towel or whatever it is that Emilio Estevez did?
Maybe.
Maybe that.
I have a really funny Breakfast Club story to tell you after we're finished.
Okay. What if he got too many unnecessary roughness penalties on the football field, and so they said you can't even come here anymore.
Do they play football at private boarding schools, or would it have been like polo?
I've never been to a private boarding school. I really couldn't say. But too many unnecessary roughness fouls on the lacrosse field. I don't know. There's not much of I can't think of any other like under 18 characters other than Rebecca. That's on the show.
Rebecca.
Rachel.
I don't remember names. She hasn't been on it too long.
Well, we're getting Holly too, Nicole's daughter.
Okay.
However, what's really funny is that apparently Holly's not coming from anywhere. They're going to play it that Holly's always been there. We just haven't seen her.
Oh, she's been upstairs.
Oh,
she's just been there in the DiMera house. Apparently got lost.
Flowers in the attic, right?
She's been Richie Cunningham.
Well, she couldn't have been in the attic because Rachel hid in the attic for a while. She would have seen.
Richie Cunningham. It's gosh, who is it? It's from Boy Meets World. It's Morgan Matthews is what he got. So you can get classic, Sora's, soap opera, sudden rapid aging syndrome. You've got Jump the Shark from Happy Days, where a show, does the thing where people are like, all right, this show's over. You also have a show growing its beard, which is a reference to Commander Riker on Star Trek: The Next Generation having a beard in the second season when the show got good. So a show can grow a beard. And then you've got the Charlie.
Not where I thought you were going with that.
No, it's a real thing. Then you got the Charlie Cunningham, I believe his name is, where you go upstairs and you're never seen again.
Yeah.
And then you have Morgan Matthews, where you go upstairs and you come back down a couple of seasons later.
Oh, and remember, there's a Martin kid up in the attic on All My Children too.
Yeah, went up to get skis or something, right?
Never came down.
Really talented.
Well, now that house is burned down, so they're dead.
Yep. Goodness.
Yep,
That's sad.
Sure so I guess this guy, Holly was Morgan Matthews, thrown upstairs for a couple of years, and now she's going to come back down. They need to reference it though.
Who would Holly's dad be? Is that
Holly's dad was a guy named Daniel who Nicole was married to, was with years ago.
Okay, so it's not somebody that we are seeing now.
Not somebody we're seeing. No. Ironically, I think we're also going to see Sydney, who's EJ's daughter with Sammy.
Kaiwan, are you still here? Sydney. We said the name.
I know, right? And possibly Parker, Chloe's son, with the same Daniel.
Oh.
So Parker and Holly are half sibs.
Oh, so there's all kinds of kids that
there are tons of kids that they can age to that age group. I mean, I can't imagine that they're just going to do the two. That'd be really weird.
So, yeah. Like, why nobody spends any time with their kids?
It's a soap opera.
But like especially none. I didn't even know these children existed.
I'm surprised
then again, would I know the children existed on that other show?
She does, but she didn't carry Holly. Chloe did. Chloe was her surrogate.
Oh.
There you go.
Chloe was her surrogate.
We're gonna get we'll get a little teen scene.
And she's and she's had a couple of kids. Then Chloe's had a couple of kids,
Yes.
one of her own, and then the surrogacy for Nicole.
For Nicole. Yep.
Clearly what they're doing is they're just ripping
Oh.
off of Sprina because they need to do the teen scene so they can start that arc, that 3-year, 4-year arc to steal
On Days of Our
verbatim.
Lives, they'd be in the bed and pregnant in 2 weeks.
I know. I know.
Yeah.
But it's a blatant
Completely
ripoff
different
of
tempo.
General Hospital, and I will not stand for it, is what I'm saying.
Okay. Listen.
Okay. I'm Twitter.
Simmer down.
I'm Twitter. Look at me. Tweet.
Pat, take his coffee away.
Right? Yeah, my coffee's empty too. I was going to text your dad and ask him to bring me some more.
Well, you can walk up and downstairs again, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, good. Just want to make sure that you can get it on your own if you wanted. You don't
Leave
have
her
to because
alone.
you're married.
Leave her alone.
I'm not. I was asking to make sure that she was healthy enough to do it herself.
Uh-huh.
You don't know how I talk to my mom. My mom knows what I mean. What else do we have to talk about? That was pretty much all I wrote down.
Don't you think? I thought that Harris and Ava were a little simple with not catching on to, the tea maybe tainted.
Yeah, but I don't think that they had any reason to suspect that he would do something like that. Because
That's
Edmund
true.
crazy
was
old
never a
man.
bad guy.
You can trust
Yeah,
him.
because they were drinking the tea already by the time he said, "Hey, I got some."
Right. And in England, that's the thing they do. They give you tea.
Come sit
Yes.
down for a spot of tea. I'm going to
Yeah.
give you a spot of tea.
The tea sounded country, Matt.
I don't care.
There
I'm
you
not a
go.
professional voice actor yet.
Not yet.
And even then, I will not go for the roles that require a consistent accent. That would just be poor choice when it comes to auditioning. They'll be like, great audition. They get me in the booth and they're like, okay, well, you can't hold it for longer than 3 minutes. Well, what if I'm just pretending to be a Victor Cassadine? I can do that one. And they're like, but somebody is already doing that voice. And then what am I going to do?
I don't know what you're going to do.
How about Shane? I can do a Shane. That's his name, right? Shane Donovan?
Shane Donovan, head of the ISA.
See?
With a
Victor
little crappy
Shane.
daughter.
A
Yep.
different performance entirely.
A little crappy daughter. Gonna have a face change soon.
Yep.
Oh, Xander found out that he's the baby daddy.
He did. And he was I liked him being able to read Sarah for filth. Because she's always on her moral high horse where she
Mhm.
doesn't really have any room to be.
She deserved it.
Yeah, she's like a Elizabeth Weber. And
Yes, exactly.
Oh, Jeannie. Oh, interesting note, Jeannie. I'm sure that the writers of Back Days will run slower. You're going to have to give them a long time for it to even slow down or pick up or whatever it is that you're
No, because
expecting.
Ron's stuff runs through the end of the year.
Yeah,
and then,
you're they're 6 months ahead, so we got
yeah.
into the year, and then we get into whatever they were doing during the strike.
Yeah.
So
This stuff is all Ron.
Yeah,
This stuff is all Ron.
yeah.
This stuff.
But
Yeah.
maybe she knows something we don't. It's entirely possible. Her nephew could be Ron Cavalardi for all we know,
For now.
and he could be like, I'm giving you the skinny. All right,
Giving
this is
you
what's going
skinny.
on. I want the skinny. Who's going to give me the skinny? Fido.
Well, I know that Ava and Harris are not going to be asleep very long because the highlights for next week. I saw Susan coming in the house.
Yep. And we also saw Ava walking out on Harris with his shirt up in the police station and all checking that out.
She got all perclumped when she saw that, huh?
Well, who among us?
He's just going to clear off the interrogation table, and they're just going to do it right there.
Don't
Well,
tease me.
yeah. I mean, why not?
And then they're going to do it as often as Jex does on General Hospital.
Hopefully they don't talk about Sonny.
But they're going to talk about Sonny, but Days Sonny the whole time. You're like,
Well,
what a good guy. What an honorable man.
Sonny on Days is well, of course, I don't know his history because I hadn't watched before, but he seems like a decent person.
He is.
Yeah, I got a little bit of his dad, huh? A little Justin in him.
Yeah, and Sonny's a good guy.
Mm-hmm. So how many children does Justin have?
So he has, well, I still count Alex because, he loves Alex. Sonny, and then he has twins that he had with Adrian, right, guys?
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure there were twins with Adrian that are just off screen.
Adrian Curry.
Adrian was his. It's really funny. Adrian was played by the actress who plays Bonnie. And it was Justin's love of his life. And they killed her off and then brought her back as Bonnie.
And now he's married to her.
Yep.
I just why? Why?
It was a weird thing. I don't.
Yeah, I feel like why might be something that I might ask for a lot of these questions. A lot of these situations that may have come up before, especially when it comes to John Black Roman and
yeah,
and Marlena. Like just why why was that the story?
So John and Marlena seem like a couple that's will always be together to me.
Oh yeah.
Have they split up and got back together 100 times?
I don't think so.
John and Marlena. They usually when they're not together, it's because one of them is presumed dead.
Circumstance always takes them over, rips them apart.
Oh, okay,
but not because they fought or cheated on each other or just couldn't handle it or whatever.
They seem like a legacy couple to me.
They are.
They
are the legacy couple.
I think they are the ones that, like, you know how Luke and Laura got married?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like John realizes that he's not Roman, but is John. You know, Marlena sees him in the mist.
Yeah, it's all very,
Mm-hmm.
Because John and Roman were like the same character for a while.
Yeah.
They seem to have figured it out at this point. Roman is clearly Roman. John is clearly John. There is no crossover or confusion. But for a while there in the 80s, we just didn't know who we got.
Yeah. And when it was found out that John wasn't Roman and real Roman came back, Marlena went back to Roman, but was still pulled to John. And they had an affair and conceived Belle. And Sammy found out about it. And then Sammy tried to sell Belle on the black market.
You know what Angela shared with me on Twitter this week?
The Brady and Kristen thing.
So 3-year-old Brady sitting on a softball field drops his ice cream, cries, runs up 20-year-old Kristen, scoops him up. Are you okay, Brady? Don't cry.
Yeah. She was older than 20.
They have a baby together, Mom.
Yes. We'll show them the video after.
They stories the hell out of him, didn't they?
Yes.
And then, of course, with Days of Our Lives doing that 5-year jumpy thing too, that helps.
Yeah,
a lot with that kind of stuff. I'm sure. Maybe
Except
they'll do
for the fact that
everybody
everybody's supposed to age 5
I was going to say, she's still over 20 years older than he is. They de-sore-assed Kristen.
Yeah.
It's like they hit the pause button on that character. She just didn't have a birthday for a long time.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, Kristen and Gwen are just thick as thieves right now.
Oh, yeah.
They're coming up with good stuff.
Yep.
To torment.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be short-lived.
Dimitri. He's a little tormented already, though. He got shot.
Yeah. Oh. I've got to get out of here. Somebody's going to think it was me. Oh gosh, I think that's it. That's it. We
I wonder how long.
Oh no, we'll keep going. What do you want?
Alamane, she's going to be gone soon. What do you think?
Oh yeah, she's temporary.
Yeah, but she's going to be here for a little while. She's not leaving quite yet.
Okay.
She's going to leave eventually.
Well, I love everybody's interaction with her because everybody can't stand her, and it's so funny. It's funny. Yeah. And she always seems a little taken aback by
They did the
She's
time jump.
receiving.
I know they took it back.
They took back the time jump.
Oh, so they went back in time 5 years.
Yeah. They like undid it.
Here we go. Here
or
it comes.
whatever.
Why?
Bizarre.
Well,
We don't ask why when it comes to Days of Our Lives.
Oh,
We
goodness.
just go,
Oh,
Yeah.
goodness. Oh, goodness.
why ask why?
Well,
enjoy
I
the
guess I'll
ride.
ruminate over it for the week. For the week.
Yes.
That's it. I'm leaving class. You guys can stay, but I'm leaving class because I have to go prep for GH.
yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We do.
But that's it for us.
Articles to write.
Things to do. Maurice Bernard's State of Mind to watch. Is he new this week?
Yep, Gregory Harrison is his guest.
Oh, that might actually be halfway
Oh,
interesting
nice.
to me then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool.
Nice.
All right. Well, wet your whistle on that here on YouTube, folks. I think he's being broadcast right now, so you can head over to State of Mind if you'd like. And then come back here at 11 a.m. for 10th Floor podcast. It was super fun talking about Days of Our Lives this week with everybody. It'll be super fun again next week when you join us. 9 a.m. Pacific time, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes.
Crossing our fingers because, the next moment isn't even guaranteed, so cherish the one that you're in. I just made that up.
Time is fluid here on the 10th floor, much like in soap operas.
Yes.
A day is a week. A week is a day.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, Kelly. We're going to be back on in 45 minutes. See you, Scoob. All right, whatever. I've been Matt.
I've been Kat.
I've been Angela with Matt and Kat.
Follow us on Twitter. See you later. Like,
See you later.
subscribe.
Bye.
Comment.
Bye-bye.